Naabi the Seven-Tailed Kitsune. While talking to her, you learn that she specializes in beast skills, that Yao nags her to wear clothes, she only goes wherever Tamamo goes, and Tamamo was put in charge of Monster Lord education in order to prevent another Black Alice. Her trait is Moonlight Kitsune, plus 20% counter/magic counterattack rate. Can always use Taoism and beast skills, dealing 50% extra damage, but having 133% SP MP cost. Regenerates 8% of her MP every turn for 10 turns after falling below half HP. She reflects Earth attribute attacks and counterattacks with Kitsune Storm Talisman. So all that is very good. Counter with a special counterattack skill, and reflecting Earth attributes instead of absorbing it is very nice. So yeah, that's a very powerful combination. I'll put at... I don't think it's quite deserving of an A. We'll put it at B. Her play events are: she grooms her tails, she gives a gift, she dances, which does nothing, she sunbathes, and she psychs up, increasing her attack for the next turn. So that is a slight positive with no negatives, so we'll give it a B. As far as story interaction goes, she has a little bit more than your average, so we'll give it a B as well. In the Pocket Castle, she talks to Alice. Kitsune. Please don't hate us, Monster Lord. The entire Kitsune clan is devoted to you. Treat me like a child. I know you aren't a child. Here, have some candy. Yay! Do you think I can be enticed with this? So you weren't enticed? She also talks with Kitsu. Nanabi, help! Gamera's gonna surpass me! There are more important things than putting forth more effort than your juniors. You must always show them how reliable you are, even if they can only see your back. Back? Even my tiny back will be reliable in the future? Well, your age won't make a difference, but do your best. And she talks with Kamuro. Miss Nanabi, I can't seem to become completely confident in myself. I do my best, so why is that? Have you tried not working so hard? That way you can keep your fighting spirit. I see! Don't do my best! I'll do my best! So you're working hard regardless? As for presents, she likes meat and rice. She doesn't like fruit, vegetables, sweets, or bread. Interesting reactions include chili pepper. A chili pepper? That's not something you can eat on its own. Sea bream. A snapper? I don't know what it is, but this must be a happy occasion. Octopus. An octopus as a gift, huh? Of course I'll eat it. Then fried tofu. I am a kitsune. Of course I love them fried tofu. Deluxe sushi. Such wonderful sushi. Is this some kind of celebration? Broiled eel. Broiled eel, huh? So much energy. Do you want to have some too? In other words, do you want to have a bit of extra energy, spend time with her? In a sexual sense. Roast chicken. Roast chicken. I was just getting hungry. Miso soup. Miso soup. It's very warming. Cream stew. Western style food doesn't suit my palate. It's because I'm a yokai. Gian stew. Should I consider this to be a hostile action? Odin. Odin, huh? Let's see it together with Tamamo. Mapo tofu. Mapo tofu, how exciting. Soba. Soba? I used to eat this in the village. Dongo. Dongo. Reminds me of the tea house on the side of the road. Cola. That's a very high caliber drink. I don't think I can handle it. Beer. Beer. Yes, I do enjoy drinking it. Wine. This is a fancy drink. It's so-so. Sake. After all, Yamatai sake is the best in the world. Cookie. I don't like these children's sweets. Any of the grilled items? What is this? Fishbone? Isn't this just leftovers? Poison mushroom? Skull? Give it a proper burial. Acorn? How quaint. I don't think it makes much of a gift. Beetle? That's a big beetle. The children of the village would be happy. Rock? Is this some kind of Zen lesson or something? And last but not least, the Chipapa. That's a rare spirit. Go on, run away. Misuko, the Honeypot girl. While talking to her, you learn that she actually dislikes living in a pot. Her trait is honey tentacles. She can always use slime and tentacle and corpse skills. Slime and tentacle skills act twice at 150% SP cost. Never underestimate abilities that act twice. Not to mention that her race and stats combine to be some of the best damage output in the game. So we're going to have to put her at A. Her play events are, she stirs her pot, she gives an item, she falls over, she withdraws into her pot, which increases her defense, and she falls asleep. Well, that's a positive mixed with a negative, so C. As her story interaction, she doesn't have much, so C. In the Pocket Castle, she interacts with Minnie. Oh, it's a pot! It's okay if I hop in? Hey, stop that! Here I go! Boom! I said no! Hey, you're hot! I'm gonna cook! She also interacts with Manelli. Pot. Chest. There's a really intense atmosphere between these two. She also interacts with Aisha. Bear! Is your pot filled with honey? It's not honey, it's my mucus. What? Really? Actually, there's also a lot of honey. As for her present, she likes meat, sweets, and rice. She doesn't like fruits, vegetables, or bread. Interesting reactions include basically any kind of meat. I love meat. Just submerge it in the jar. Shrimp chili. I love spicy food. Spicy! Gian stew. Is this how I die? Odin. Cooking pots and honey pots are incompatible. Takoyaki. Takoyaki? It's delicious! Cola. If you pour something like that in, my pot will get fizzy. Beer. I'm feeling kind of giddy. Any of the grilled items? What is this, harassment? Poison mushroom. Skull. So creepy. Beetle. I don't eat bugs. And last but not least, the Chipapa. A spirit, come here. It ran away. The Queen of Grand Noah. Never fight her, so she has no talk events. Her trait is Whip Queen. She can always equip whips. Always use whip and ruling skills, doing 30% extra damage. Ruling skills use dexterity instead of attack. 20% chance of all stats up when using ruling or whip skills. So that's not bad. Able to get a free full stat boost when using whip or ruling skills. 30% extra damage on top of using dexterity instead of attack. That's not bad at all. It's just a shame, well, whip skills don't do a whole lot of damage, but ruling skills can do quite a bit. So yeah, that's quite decent. I'll have to put that at B. For her play event, she polishes metals, she plays the violin, she practices her catchphrase, which is, "All my subjects, grovel at my feet!" She uses the flirtatious glance skill, which seduces an enemy. And she curses the King of Grand Gold. Probably because of all their war stuff going on. Anyway, as far as story interaction goes, she is one of the 4 rulers. So, A. In the Pocket Castle, she interacts with Lime. Your Majesty! I found a small medal! Let's see. Oh, this isn't a medal. Is this a bottle cap? What? That's disappointing. But I also collect bottle caps. How about I trade you for a cookie? Yay! Thank you! That's awfully kind of you, Your Majesty. Oh, it's actually very interesting in its own way. It's 64 years old. It was made in the Dahlia workshop. She actually collects bottle caps. She also interacts with Miranda. Wait, isn't she Grand Noah's? I wonder how much I could squeeze out of her if I kidnapped her here. Unfortunately, I'm just a mysterious metal queen. You won't be able to ransom me. What? You're not her? Sorry about that. Just tricked that easily? She also interacts with Sonia. Is this really okay? You're out on an adventure even though you're a queen. Ensuring the safety of the world is part of a ruler's duties. To that end, it is appropriate for me to be willing to go on a long journey. She almost said medals. As far as presents go, she likes fruit, vegetables, bread, and sweets. She dislikes meat. Interesting reactions include any vegetable. I am a vegetarian, so vegetables are my favorite. Chili pepper. Is this really something to be given as a gift? Dried bonito. Bonito flakes. Alright, I'll use them in cooking. Jam. Making jam is my hobby. This jam is also quite good. This queen has a lot of hobbies. Noah bread. This is the famous Noah bread. It has a very elegant taste. Melon bread. There's melon inside this bread. Oh, is that not the case? Curry and rice. Curry and rice, I'll take it. I'm a vegetarian, so no meat. Kids meal. This isn't some kind of joke, is it? Gan stew. This is not good. Odin. I never thought I'd be treated to Odin. Shall I invite the slime girls from the castle? Taiyaki. It's filled with onko, huh? It's sweet and delicious. Baked potato. I love baked potatoes. I used to bake them in the garden. Wedding cake. This is a happy occasion. Though I don't know who's getting married. Jelly. The slimes will be delighted. Parfait. It's easy to eat too much of something sweet. Cola. Carbonated drinks are not very palatable. Noah wine. No thanks, I can't get too fancy. Jerky. This is the staple food for adventurers. No, is it not? Honey. I'm not sure I want to eat it out of the jar. Any of the grilled items. This is not good. Poison mushroom? Now, you will be my chair! Okay, she does have a sadistic side to her. Weeds. Is this some kind of magical herb? No? Just an ordinary weed? Acorn. This has a certain elegance, but it's not exactly a gift. Beetle. In Grand Noah, beetles are not often seen. It reminds me of when I was a little girl. And last but not least, the Chipapa. This is a wind spirit. Now, back to the forest. Orlon, the Blacksmith BFer. You never fight her, so you never talk to her. Her trait is Mighty Blacksmith. Can always use club skills. Generate 20% max SP per turn when below 20% HP. Normal attacks attempt to steal materials. The stealing materials is alright, although it's nothing special. SP regeneration is alright, but it's annoying that it's only below 20% HP. So, it's not very useful. We'll put it at D. For a play event, she steals food, she gives a gift, she strikes a pose, she uses the Flail Wildly skill, and she uses the Threaten skill, which stuns the enemy party. So that's overall positive. So B, as far as story interaction, she has a she does have her own quest, and she is a special blacksmith. So we do have to give her that. So story interaction is D. If I don't go wild once in a while, these muscles will degrade. Now come on, please take me along. Salon, the assassin BFer. You never fight her, so you never talk to her. Her trait is Master Assassin. She is targeted half as often by enemies. Normal attack has Death Strike 20% and can always use ninjutsu skills. Ooh, Death Strike 20%, not bad. Too bad it doesn't work on bosses, but not bad. But still, if that's all she's got... we'll put it at C. That's kind of teetering on the edge of D. For a play event, she hides, she gives food, she trains in secret, she strokes Luca, which makes Luca horny, and she causes an explosion. F. As far as story interaction, She is a key plot point along the main story. So, for that alone, we have to put her at D. I'm a blade of the shadows. You decide who I am to point at.